Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another Dollar Tree review video. I try to do these from time to time to kind of update you on what I think about items that are non-makeup related, because of course we talk about makeup a lot here, but I know some other products kind of get lost, you know, in the mix. So I've been trying really hard to keep up and do these videos from time to time. So kind of once I get like 10 products, I try to do one of these. So we've got all different types of products today, so I'm super excited. So of course, if you're a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming on back for another video. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Jessica, and I'm basically a bargain makeup channel, which means I like to do all the same fun content that other makeup channels do. I just like to keep it in the bargain price point, so the closer to $1, the better. And like I said, because of that, I do a lot of Dollar Tree hauls and end up with a lot of other products. So I do Dollar Tree hauls as well as like review videos like this as well. So if it feels like you're in the right place, I do hope you'll become part of our Dollar Diva family here on YouTube. The makeup look I'm wearing will actually be the next video out. It's kind of I kind of went with this plum berry makeup look that I thought would be really nice for Thanksgiving if you're planning on getting dressed up for Thanksgiving. Of course, using all bargain makeup, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And I will have related content linked down below in the description box. That way you can binge watch more content like this, as well as my other review videos. I've done maybe 3 or 4 of these here this year, so I will have those linked down below as well. So definitely check that out after you're done watching this. And without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So I hauled this, oh goodness, it was either, might have been earlier this year, and it's the Brillo Basics dish spray. So it's like a sprayable dishwasher soap. And I have used, of course, the Dawn Power Wash. I've got another one that looks like a dupe for the Dawn Power Wash that I have not tried yet. And I had one by, what's that brand? Palmolive? And I really liked it. This one I didn't like so much. And so, let me tell you, I bought this for work. I have like a coffee mug in work, and I get lipstick on it, and I leave it in work, so I want to just wash it in work, so I just wash it in the bathroom sink. And so I was like, this might be interesting, because I don't, you know, to kind of just spray on it and wash. But it doesn't have the same grip as like a Dawn Power Wash. So I would spray it like where my lipstick was, and it would just kind of run down. It just wasn't a very thick formula, like a Dawn Power Wash. I think the Palmolive one, that's been a little while now. I think that was last year when I used that, and I didn't use that in work. I used it at home. Of course, you know, when you do that, you spray it on, you know, and you let something sit. So this didn't really work for the purpose that I wanted it to. I've just since gone to like a regular like dish soap and have it in work to wash out my cup with. But yeah, I think the Dawn Power Wash is a little bit better. I like the Palmolive, and I'm very hopeful about this new one that I have not yet tried yet. That really seems to be like a dupe. Like the container looks a lot like the Dawn Power Wash or the Gain Power Wash. You know, there's one that's like Gain scented as well. Seems to be much more comparable to that. So as of right yet, it's not really a thumbs down, but it's not really a thumbs up either. It's just I just kind of feel so-so about it. So then I recently and I'll have a picture up of this product. I recently bought, gosh, like 12 of these things. And luckily they had them, they come in a package, but they had some that were out, so I could feel that they were actually like a decent quality for $1.25. So my makeup storage is ever changing, and it's very temporary as well, because we are gonna be making this whole entire room that I'm sitting in a closet at some point. So I'm gonna have a built-in area for my makeup at some point. So this is just temporary. I did not want to spend a lot of money. So I was using like Dollar Tree like containers, like little storage bins, but everything just was bursting at the seams. So these were a lot bigger. And I'm using my Dollar Tree plastic containers in them to kind of organize my makeup. So honestly, they're great. Like I said, I was a little afraid they'd be like a lot flimsier than they are. And I think there was a period of time they were pretty flimsy. I don't know if they've like made them better since they've raised the price point or not. Or if my expectation is just different, but they're really, really, really serving a great purpose for me so far. And like I said, they might not be as sturdy as like something you spend more money on. I don't know. I haven't spent more money on things like that. Actually, it's been a long time since I have. And yeah, they're probably not quite as sturdy as something you spend a little bit more money on. But honestly, for like a temporary situation or for most things, I think they work pretty good. So for me, those get a big thumbs up. So then the Power Stick Body Spray in Paradise Breeze. I've got the one that's in Brazilian. It's like it's a dupe for the original Sol de Janeiro body spray, and their Bum Bum cream, you know. I really, really like the scent of that. I actually bought a second one. And I'm about to use one up in work, kind of like at the end of the night, I'll spray it on me, or if like I forget my body spray, I'll use it. It's really wonderful. I really like the smell. Everyone around me loves the smell. This one here, this is the Paradise Breeze. This has the notes of black, amber plum, and vanilla woods. So this is another dupe for one of the other ones. And I thought in some ways I would like it better. And it's not terrible, but I think one night, but you know what it does? You know, my problem with this is I've got this real problem with like dry shampoo. I get very tired of the smell of dry shampoo, and then I start to associate it with my hair being dirty and feeling dirty. So like I'm not a dry shampoo person. And this, for some reason, I put it on one night, and by the end of the night, I just kept feeling like it was kind of not turning my stomach. That's very dramatic, but it was just kind of like sickening to me. It just kind of reminded me of dry shampoo, and it might remind me of a particular dry shampoo. I don't know. I think I put a little bit in my hair too, because my hair was like not washed, and that might be the thing. But this one here, I don't know that I will repurchase this one again, whereas I've already repurchased the Brazilian Mist one. I have not tried Soft Floral yet. I want to review it. But yeah, and I've heard kind of collectively from like my Dollar Divas that this doesn't last very long. And that's true, except this one, that night, it lasted forever. I think it's the kind of thing, if you like the smell, it doesn't last. And if you don't like the smell as much, it lasts. I'm sure there's some psychology behind it. Either that or it's just true, or certain scents last. Maybe this does last more than the other one. I don't know. But I don't like this one as much as the Brazilian Mist one. Like, now you may really like this. This is personally a thumbs down for me. So then this right here, y'all, I really, really like this cleanser. It's the Sue. Don't know how to pronounce the brand, but it's basically the black charcoal double bubble cleanser. It's a cleanser and mask in one. So what I'll do is I'll come home when I use it. I'm using this and another cleanser, and I'm actually going to talk about the other cleanser as well. I just put a thin layer on dry skin, and then like I'll use the bathroom, and I'll do like one other thing. I basically only leave it on for like a minute or two, and you'll see it'll start to foam, and then I dampen my hands and I wash my face as normal. Really, really like it. It's not as big of a pain in the butt as I thought it could be. Really, really nice. So I enjoy this. I bought some smaller ones as well. And a little bit goes a long way. That's the great thing, because when you do, you put a thin, they suggest putting a thin layer. And when you do, it like thickens up because it bubbles. So really a little bit of this goes a long way. The only problem is, and I don't know if you guys can help me or if this is why it ended up at Dollar Tree to begin with. I have tried 900 different ways to get the pump top to come up. I've gone different directions. I have tried pulling it. I've tried pushing it. I cannot get the pump to come up. So the annoying thing, and I'm not going to hold it against it, is I do have to take the product up like this and then run my hand down the little tube to get the product out. So that's annoying. And like I said, maybe there is something I am missing. I have YouTubed on how to try to get this thing out, but it will not come out for the life of me. Maybe it's childproof and I just don't get it. But yeah, I cannot for the life of me. Let me know if you bought this and had the same problem, or if there is a deeper trick to this that I am just simply not getting. But overall, as a product, I really, really, really do like this a lot. So thumbs up from me. Which leads me to this cleanser. I hauled this a few months back, and I just had such higher hopes for it. So it's the Kissable Fresh Start Facial Cleanser. It's got exfoliating beads, ginseng, and vitamin C. So, and I'm almost done with it because I've really tried to make short work out of using it up. I have not had a problem with the beads. I know some people say you have to be careful, they can get caught into your skin and all that stuff. I've not personally had a problem, but I understand that can be a thing. What I don't like about it is it just doesn't, I'm old-fashioned, y'all. I want my cleanser to foam. I want lather. I want lather. I don't want like, I don't want the stuff that doesn't lather. I don't want shampoo that don't lather. I don't want cleanser that doesn't lather. I want lather. That's just, I want foam. I want lather. This, I just can't get it to lather. And so it just feels, so it's frustrating for me, but I'm going to use it up and I'm almost there. And I feel like I use more of it because it won't lather. I feel like if I can if I put it on my face once, try and put it on my face, that if I do it again, it might lather, but it doesn't. So I'm actively trying to use this up, and this, honestly, I will not repurchase this again. This was a thumbs down for me. And as always, let me know, like in the comment section, what you feel. If you agree with me or not, some of these products that I might not like, you might love, and vice versa. Definitely let me know. You know I love to hear from you. So then another thing, and I'll have a picture of these up here. We kind of on a whim, my husband actually saw them. We eat a lot of soup in this house. And so we were kind of looking for like the perfect soup bowl. And we bought some off Amazon that have just kind of been a fail. We like them for chili, but we don't really like them for regular soup. They're too big. And with the chili, we can like put our Fritos and stuff like in a section. They're so big that we can do that without the chili even going over there. And they're ceramic and they're just chipping and breaking and stuff. So anyways, we've been on the hunt for like soup bowls. So we were in Dollar Tree one day and my husband happened to be looking in the dish section and he found these bowls that were just the perfect size. They're just, you know, they're a little bit they're not so tall, but they're kind of more like this, and they're just the perfect size, and they were white. You'll see and they just looked so pretty, and we bought 4 of them. He was like, "You want to buy 2?" I said, "Let's buy 4." And then I didn't realize they're Nautica brand, y'all. So they were probably sold at TJ Maxx or Marshalls or maybe even like Belk or something. I don't know, but they're Nautica brand. And they've been wonderful. We use them. We've microwaved them. We put them in the dishwasher. They've been a wonderful find. Can't remember if they had other styles, like other prints. If they did, we picked this one, obviously. Let me know if you've seen these and or have them. Yeah, they've just held up really well. They end up in the dishwasher. They've just been really, really great, and they're the perfect size for what we are wanting. Yeah, they've just been really great soup bowls, and to find them for $1.25, they've been absolutely wonderful. So thumbs up on those. So then you might remember, and I'll have a picture of it up here, that I hauled one of those like little LED pillar candles. I've seen them in red and green, and then I think I got one that was in white, and they've got like cream. And it's just a little on and off switch, and at the time I didn't think you could change out the batteries. Turns out you can. You put one of those like little silver batteries in. And it claimed to get like 120 hours out of the battery. Now that I don't know because I think I accidentally left it on overnight one time. So mine is dead, needless to say, but I'm going to change out the battery, try it again. You know, honestly, I have one that I spent like $16 for. It's CVS 3 or 4 years ago. It's not as nice as that one. And I didn't really have it in the best candle holder. I had it in something that was really kind of covering it up. I want to try it in something more clear, because it's not the brightest candle in the world. So I say all that to say I'm really pleased you can change out the battery. I'm going to try that, and I might revisit this again just to make sure that when I change out the battery that it works. You know, sometimes you can take the battery out and put a battery in and then something never turns on again. But really, it's not as bad as I thought. So I'm kind of giving it like a thumbs up, thumbs down. I did want to talk about it thus far. Do I like it as much as my more expensive like LED pillar candle? No. But I think for $1.25, if you needed something like that for something, like especially like a special occasion, like something that you're just going to do like one time, it'd be a great way to go in lieu of like real candles and all the stuff that comes along with those, or buying more expensive. So like I said, it's kind of a thumbs up, thumbs down, and a lot of products that are like that, I will revisit. And so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that candle. I'm going to change the batteries and see again. Although we did light it several nights, so I will say it lasted several nights, maybe a week's worth of nights if I had to guess. And so yeah. So right now, like I said, kind of thumbs up, thumbs down on that for me. So then you'll notice that I have done my roots. This is not wig spray. I used the Color Easy hair dye from Dollar Tree. I've always been a little afraid, to be completely honest. So I think they've got blonde, they've got auburn. This is medium brown, and I think they got black. It's a 1 application permanent cream hair color. $1.25, y'all. Which I think is the developer. You get the cream in the tube that you squirt in. You get the instructions, and then you get the gloves. The gloves are crap. Usually, like, I have my own, like, rubber gloves that because I do my hair like with Sally's stuff, which nothing comes with gloves. So I have my own gloves, like good gloves. I just generally toss those crappy ones. But you know, of course you can use them if that's what you have. And it said to leave it on 30 to 45 minutes. I left it on about 35. And y'all, it dyed my hair. It didn't burn. Yeah, it was easy. I had absolutely no problems. I know I have a couple Dollar Divas that said that they religiously use this, and it's great. So yeah, as long as my hair's dark, I think that might be just what I do from now on, instead of going to Sally's and getting all the stuff like I normally do. And I'm in the habit of doing that because of when I used to be blonde. But yeah, I mean, like even like the Revlon Color Silk, which is like the cheapest thing you can buy at the drugstore, this is less than half the price. So I would totally use this again. I'm so glad I tried it. I hate that I didn't try it sooner. But yeah, very, very, very nice. It's very much, to me, it's every bit as good as the Revlon Color Silk. So yeah, that was a thumbs up from me. Of course, you know, if you're sensitive, I know all hair dyes have where you do a patch test and all that kind of stuff. You know, of course, if you're sensitive, you know, take all your precautions and all that good stuff, but you probably have to do that anyway with other box dye products. So, but yeah, this is a big thumbs up from me. Then this is one of the products that has been on my list of things I want to find again at the Dollar Tree. I'll have a picture of it up here. It's like a synthetic hair and like wig and weave spray, like a conditioner. It's like oil-free, I believe. And so I use a lot of synthetic hair pieces. I'm wearing one right now. And it's nice to have a spray that you can use on them just to kind of get rid of some of the frizz and condition them and all that kind of stuff. And I've really liked the spray. I think this is the second one that I've used. And I've just got a little bit left, and I have not been able to find it in any Dollar Tree that I have gone to. And I just really like it. For the money, it lasts me really a good long while. And you get a good size container. And I do feel like it makes my wigs and ponytails and stuff just look better. So again, like I said, I'm still on the hunt. It's on my list. It's on my ever-going list of things to find at the Dollar Tree. So yeah, this product here is a thumbs up from me. So these here were in my last haul. And I've got some opinions. So the Pantyhose by Juncture, just like the hair dye, it was always something I've seen, but it was like, I don't think I want to try those. Because I really, really love my, the pantyhose that I do wear for work, the legs. But I was like, you know what the heck, let me give them a try. It's one size fits most. They have beige and black. I don't know if they have tan. So this is kind of a thumbs up, thumbs down from me. One thing I can tell you is they're not necessarily more likely to get runs than like more expensive tights, because listen, I put a brand new pair of legs tights on. I think it was yesterday, and there's already a run in the ankle, already a run. Whereas these I haven't even gotten a run yet, and I've worn them twice already. So I don't think they're more likely to get a run. So you know, I think I will have a pair of tights that won't get a run for 2 weeks, and then sometimes the minute I put them on, even when I'm very careful, back even before I had nails, they just get a run, you know, whatever. So I don't feel like they're more likely to get a run. The difference in them is that they don't have the same, they're not silky feeling. They're a little bit more, which I love. That's what I love about like a silkier tight, like some of the legs ones, the Sheer Energy, I think they're called. They're slick. They feel slick, and I like that feeling with my gowns and my costumes and stuff. These here are a little bit, the costumes just kind of feel like they stick to them a little bit more, and they don't have that feeling like they suck you in. They don't like really compress your legs or your belly. And now granted, I wear shapewear, so it doesn't really matter, but I still like my tights to kind of feel like, I kind of like to feel that they're on my leg, and these just don't have that same like sucking you up into it. But another thing I don't really care for is that they, like my legs ones, like my other ones, I can pull up like up to my rib cage. Granted, sometimes they'll roll down, but I can pull them up higher. These ones stop at my natural waist. And even with like my shapewear on, you can just see the line. And so I don't like that. So overall, would I buy these again in a pinch? Absolutely. Absolutely. I just thought I legit thought I would put them on and they would disintegrate. I really did. That's kind of how I thought. And they didn't. So would I buy them again? For sure. In a pinch. Absolutely. You know, do I prefer them over the ones that I buy normally? No, not even really for the price. So yeah, like I said, I still have them. I'm going to wear them until they've worn out, you know. And yeah, and like I said, in a pinch I would buy them. But they're not going to become like a go-to miracle for me, at least as of right now. So again, these are kind of a thumbs up, thumbs down for me. And then I'll have a picture up here. So I bought this a few months ago thinking kind of to have something at work, and I was kind of curious. So basically I take my makeup off at work. I use cold cream and makeup removing cloth. And then I like to have a little bit of a moisturizer. Nothing super heavy because I'm going to come home and wash my face and apply all my products. You know what I mean? But I was like, this might be a nice product. After I used up that Spa-scriptions like gel, kind of cucumber gel lotion, I was like, I wanted something kind of like that. So I picked up the Be Pure, the watermelon, it's like a jelly moisturizer or whatever it's called. And thinking, oh, this might be nice. The packaging, first of all, it comes in glass packaging, which is wonderful. It doesn't feel cheap at all. And it's nice and light. It smells nice. I apparently have a little bit of a sensitivity to niacinamide. So I went to a skin allergen person about 3 years ago because I got some kind of like a COVID rash. And so at the time I didn't realize it was a COVID rash. So they did like a skin test and they deemed that I was a little bit sensitive to niacinamide, or I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that ingredient. So I was a little hesitant to buy these products because I was afraid I might break out or whatever it was. I don't have any real problem. I think they didn't know what was wrong and it was a COVID thing and they didn't know what was breaking me out. And so they thought they saw a little bit of a redness or whatever. And maybe I am a little bit sensitive, but I have no problems. I just use a little bit. And it's just something to put on my face to protect my face in between leaving work and coming home and putting all my products on. So for that purpose, I love it. I probably will never have it as like my night moisturizer, but I love the packaging, love the smell, love the consistency. It's kind of a perfect replacement to what I had before. So yeah. So for me, and then I think there's probably people that would really, really, really love it. So for me, I give it a thumbs up. I have not tried the toner, or what else is it? They have a toner and they've got another product. And I haven't tried those yet. But yeah, this here gets a thumbs up from me, especially for what I need it for. And I do think people would really, really, really like it. Especially when you're saving so much money between like Glow Recipe and that. You know, I've never tried Glow Recipe, but if you don't have the budget for something like that, definitely worth a try in my opinion. Then the last product. So it's from Be Pure. It's a hair shimmer spray. I've got silver and I've got gold. So I'm almost done with the silver. And it's really, really beautiful. It really is. Like, when the stage lights shine on me, I had, like, people that are right next to me, they notice it. It's really, really pretty. Just very fine, just ever so slight little flecks of just the sheerest glitter. However, I don't know that you really see it from a distance or under certain types of light. So, you know, I don't know that it's really worth using necessarily. And surprisingly, I seem to like the silver versus the gold. I feel like the silver shows up. I thought it would be the other way around. I thought I would like the gold better than the silver, but I really reach for the silver because I feel like it shows up a little bit better on my dark hair. So yeah, it's pretty, but I don't know. And me, at work, I'm very extra. So it's probably more than enough, but I feel like it's not enough. So for me, this product is kind of thumbs up, thumbs down. I'll use it up and it's pretty when I see it, but I don't know if it's like enough of a thing to where I'm like, I've got to have this product, you know? So I hope you enjoyed this Dollar Tree review video. Of course, if you did, hit that like button. And like I said, I will have my other ones that I have done down below in the description box, as well as other related content. Definitely be on the lookout for this makeup look. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.